thinks he's a homeless guy for the entire episode. It's still like an endearing episode because you're just learning about this kind of stuff. And there were just some episodes where, like, Batman, like, he's still being Batman, but he's also being, like, a role model. And I think that, again, is why Batman is nowadays the most popular superhero. Because he's this series helped make him a role model. There was an episode where he was showing a mob boss what a drug addiction was doing to his son.
Yeah.
And, like,
I would go so far as to say any superhero TV show should look at Batman and figure out what they did right before they move on.
Absolutely.
But you got any more you want to say, or you want to bring it to tail of the tape?
Wait, say what? Bring it to what?
The tail of the tape. I'll keep you in on how it's going to work.
Oh, okay, yeah. We'll
go. All right. So here's how the tail of the tape's going to go. You can draw some parallels between universes, and we're just going to discuss what our thoughts are. And it's not a fight, it's more the characters' impact and how good they are. First one, you have Goliath and Batman. They're your central characters, and who has more of an impact, you think? I have to say Batman. I love Goliath, but you can't
It's Batman. It's Batman.
Because he's Batman. He wins.
Yeah, you don't even have to explain that. Like I said, this Batman is the definitive Batman. It is what all Batman from then on hope to be.
Alright.
So, 1 point
Batman. To Batman. Alright, you have Wise Elder. Alfred versus Hudson. Hudson actually helps Goliath.
Yeah, he's a fighter.
Yeah.
He's an old, crotchety warrior.
His advice is actually pretty sagely. Like, I would say he's smarter than Goliath.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, Goliath, for the most part, is generally pretty level-headed. But again, he does, from time to time, let onto that beast inside of himself, where Hudson's like, you know, boy.
He was Scottish, wasn't he?
Yeah.
You got to come down, laddie.
Yeah.
And he was always there. And there was,
whereas the '90s Alfred was more just kind of background character. I think old Mike Cocaine, he really strengthened up the character, made it a lot cooler. Moving on.
Yeah.
You go with Michael Gough from the original Batman films was also very strong. So either one, I think those were very strong Alfreds. I don't think the '90s cartoon Alfred was very strong.
No, it was popular. Everyone loved that Alfred, but I'm gonna have to go with Hudson. Hudson, much more interesting, much more involved he was a main cast member. It wasn't just he didn't just stay and guard the base. That's what their dog was for. He went on missions. He knew how to fight. Point gargoyles. All right.
Romantic interest. Elisa Mazda, whatever the hell her last name was, versus the various boos in Bruce's life. Mostly Catwoman, I guess.
Yeah, it was definitely Catwoman.
I mean, there were other people they kind of showed interest in throughout the series, but I would never say one was very strong. I think there's been really strong versions of Catwoman and Batman's relationship, but I can't really remember anything too much in the '90s series. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Poison Ivy was Poison Ivy, and she was pretty cool. But, I mean, you had a really strong... I mean, I would even throw Demona into there, too.
Yeah.
Demona and Goliath's relationship better than Catwoman and Batman's.
Oh, absolutely.
And then Elisa and Goliath, you could really feel, when Elisa was hurt or you thought something was going to happen to her, you felt bad. Goliath had to save her, and he put himself on the line to save her.
And if you recall, there was an episode where, I can't remember, did he hit his head, or it was a dream, but he woke up and he was human, and he was married with her. They had kids, but he's still
Well, towards the end of the series, there were a lot of alternate dimensions, so it might have been one of those weird
It could have
episodes.
been. Yeah. It was something to do with
the
that.
boot saga, as I like to call it.
And that was an interesting thing. But yeah, you could feel that connection and it was like otherworldly.
So we got 2-1.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the gargoyles on that one, man.
All right, so now I guess we got in battle supporters. You have Lexington, Brooklyn, Broadway versus the Robins.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put it out right now. Dick is awesome. Or the Robins, nah, so
yeah.
much. Whereas Lexington was kind of cool.
He was like the nerd.
Yeah.
Oh.
Broadway was.
He was the doof, and
Yeah.
Brooklyn was like the cool guy.
Yeah, he was like the semi-leader, but they were also very competent. So.
Yeah. There was at no point where any of the gargoyles didn't fill their roles. Like, they each had a role to fill, and they filled it good.
Yeah, I guess you could even throw in their gargoyle dog, but he was kind of worthless
Bronze.
too.
Yeah, he just kind of stayed and guarded the base.
So I think just on the point that Nightwing is so awesome, I think they'd get the point, in my opinion. I mean, I don't think there's really an argument.
Yeah.
All right, here's where we're going to come, I think, to a real debate. Villain. Xanatos, Joker. Xanatos, in my opinion, is one of the best. Like, Xanatos is everything Lex Luthor should be.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
just has not yet been shown as. Like, he builds the gargoyle robot suit to fight them.
Yeah.
He has an entire army of them. He's like sometimes a villain, sometimes gonna help them for the greater good of himself. But he's still a selfish asshole.
Yeah, he's
He
more of
becomes
an
a
anti-hero.
wizard.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He marries one member of the pack. That's what they're called, not the Jackals. I think one of their names is Jackal.
Jackal, yeah.
He marries one of the members of the pack, so then he has them as enemies. Like, they try to fight him. He makes deals with, like, what the hell is that guy? He's like Pip, whatever the hell it is, the Shakespearean trickster guy.
Yeah, Pip.
Yeah. Like, there's just so many cool adventures that Xanatos himself goes on. Then you have the Joker. And this is the definitive Joker. Like, I don't care what anybody says. Like, oh, I really like this version. No, there is no version of the Joker better than the animated series Joker, in my opinion.
Yeah, man. Like, what is there to say about it? Like,
I mean, literally
watch
every
it.
trope of the Joker was pretty much born from the series.
Yeah, man. Like, it's hard for it not to speak for itself. Like,
I think the reason I have to give the point to the Joker is not so much the Joker, but Xanatos' background characters, like his butler and his wife and his baby, are just not as strong as the Joker's background characters, from his goons to Harley to just like his interaction with other villains. Like, that's one of the problems I would say with Xanatos, is he never really interacts with the other villains in the Gargoyles. Like, yes, he marries a member of the pack, but you never see like Xanatos and the pack team up to take down the Gargoyles.
yeah. As Joker, you always have like him. You see, in a nutshell, he's a crime boss. So like going against the other, even just the regular supervillain crime bosses like the Penguin and Two-Face, with just the regular like Italian mobsters, like Rupert Thorne. I don't even know if he's fucking Italian, but he's a mobster.
So I guess at the end of the tail of the tape, we have a 1-point advantage for Batman. But honestly, guys, that's just our opinions. I'd love to hear you guys in the comments section either rep one or the other, or say, you know what, fuck those two shows. This is the best cartoon in the 90s, and here's why. I would love to hear that.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Like, if there's a cartoon that we just forgot to talk about for some reason that you really think should be on the top 5 list of best cartoons that we didn't get a chance to talk about, please let us know in the comments, or you can email us. Just let your voice be heard, man.
Yeah, if you guys have a really good one that we didn't think of, on our next one, after, like, we're going to do a whole set today of recordings, but the next set of recordings, if we see any really cool comments, we'll give you guys a shout out in accordance to our video, just to give people a heads up, or give you credit if you come up with a topic we haven't done. But with that, I guess, like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video.
Yep, that'll be it today for DFC Vlog Talk. Our next big discussion will be regarding probably what I feel is one of the best, if not best video game series of all time, Pokemon. So, look forward to that.
And know in your heart Goliath would kick Batman's ass.
Yeah, I'm not going to deny that. I'm not one of those kind of Batman fans that's like, oh, Batman would always have... No, shut up. If Batman's just zipping around, like, just like looking, it's like, and he sees Goliath, he's not going to have anti-gargoyle spray. He's just going to have his basic gear. He's not going to be able to do shit. So, either way, guys...
Hit him with a battering just to piss him off, going to rage mode. He'd probably tear the Batmobile apart.
But, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you next time.
Later.